Good morning, Shinobi. Alright, today we're here with Jordan Hicks, and today we'll be showing you the best abilities you can get on your middle linebacker. Now, there's going to be two setups for this, as some people use their linebackers and some people don't. So, we're going to start off with the user linebacker. These are the best abilities you're going to want on the linebacker that you actually use during the play. Number one, for your X Factor, you're going to go shut down. It gives you tighter coverage, and what you really want it for is the interceptions, more contested catches on interceptions. Anything that helps you win those contested catches you want, especially on defense, because interceptions wins games. These other, X Factors, I mean, they aren't horrible, but shutdown's the best one for your users. Zone Hawk is shutdown, but just only in zone, as shutdown works in both man, zone. Whenever you're on the field, if you have this shutdown X Factor activated, you're getting better contested catches. Reinforcement is nice. You could go with this because it helps you defeat run blocks, but it depends on who you are. Selfless doesn't really matter, and momentum shift doesn't really matter. Well, actually, selfless is like the only way I would ever use this is if you have two unstoppable force defensive linemen or two shutdown corners, and you make the hits, they tackles, and then wham, they get in the zone. But besides that, completely useless. You'd rather go shut down. For your first ability, you want to go out my way. This ability makes it nearly impossible for you to be blocked by a tight end, a receiver, or a running back. And if you play the game, the most annoying thing ever is having your 250-pound linebacker getting blocked by fucking Ted Ginn. So you want out my way. It's going to make your linebacker toss these little fuckers out the way like a bunch of dominoes. These other abilities, I mean, mid-zone KO is nice. But you're using your linebacker, so it doesn't really matter if you're the one, darting back and forth. Pick artist is nice, but I mean, it's only for uncontested interceptions. So mid-zone KO is the only other ability you will want here, but since you're usering, it's useless, so you want out my way. Number two, you want Lurker. It gives you those Madden 19, Madden 18 interception animations where you can just sprint backwards and then jump and do a 180-degree turn and intercept the ball. You get those 40 feet in the air animations, all that type John. The other abilities here, I mean, I don't know which one would actually be viable. Lurker is clearly the best one here. Now, you probably would say Enforcer, but you want to decide when you do your hit sticks or not, and I don't think Enforcer activates when you're, when you're making a tackle. So, like, you would actually have the hit stick. So, Enforcer doesn't work when it's on your user player. Outmatched, this one sounded good, but it only works against running backs. Is you get contested catch wins against running backs, that's it. So if it was against like tight ends and stuff, I would have been like, yo, go for this, but nah. And then Stonewall, we'll get into that with the guy with the non-user. All right, so those are the abilities you want for your user linebacker: shutdown, out my way, and Lurker. Now we're gonna jump to the abilities you want on the linebacker you are not using. All right, so we're here with Anthony Walker Jr. for your non-user abilities. Woo wah woo wah. So for the non-user, you're gonna want to go reinforcement. Now you could go shutdown again for them because it'll give them better coverage and all that, this, that, and the third. But it's okay because you're gonna have abilities to help them with coverage. So reinforcement, so they can actually get off the blocks and start making those tackles for loss and all that, really helps. Plus, reinforcement is relatively easy to activate. And for the first ability, you're going to go with the only other ability there that's actually viable in mid-zone KO, because 90% of the time, if you're running any kind of zone coverage, your linebackers are going to be in hook curls, and you can actually set those to cover 10 to 20 yards, which they do most of the time anyways. So if you're running cover 3, he's going to be running hook curls, and then this ability will activate. If you're running cover 2 and he's in a hook curl, this ability well, actually, he doesn't have to be in a hook curl. If he's in any kind of zone in the middle of the field, between 10 and 20 yards, this activates, and it gives him better knockouts, and he reacts quicker, which is very deadly, especially if you have good corners and you force people to throw over the middle. It would greatly help you with your user because you won't have as much space you need to cover. But if you want to get like, I don't really know what other ability you would want to run here, because the computer tackles significantly better in this game. So secure tackler and unfakeable are kind of useless. Under pressure, I hear is glitchy and ultimate team, so maybe I'll mess around with that on the D lineman, but you're not going to be blitzing your middle linebacker or your MLB2. No outside, I mean, yeah, you're going to want mid-zone KO. And number two, I mean, no shock, no surprise to anybody. Of course, you're going to want Enforcer. You want your computer getting those hit sticks. Now, the reason why you would want this on your non-user versus your actual user is because the computer, no matter which way, form, and tackle you, they can literally swipe your ankle and tackle you. Whatever they do, if it tackles you, it counts as a hit stick. But as a user, you have to actually hit stick them. You can't run up to them and hold A and make a conservative tackle and get a hit stick, but the computer can run up and hold A and make a conservative tackle and get a hit stick. So you want Enforcer because every hit stick gets you closer to forcing a fumble, and turnovers wins games. Now, another ability you would probably want if you can't get, or if you don't want Enforcer, is Stonewall. You don't want people freaking, you know, breaking the tackles. You don't want your guys getting ran over. And then there's the new reach for the first down and touchdown type thing, and this actually stops them from doing that. So if you're going against some guys like Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, this, that, and the third, Stonewall would be very great because you're going to stop them from basically turning a 3-yard run into 6 yards. All right, wait, before we jump into like the highlights and games and all that boo bob, I always forget to show you guys what it takes to unlock these. Now at 85, you unlock every X Factor you can. You get Avalanche at 95 overall, Run Stopper though, but since this guy is, where is it? Since this guy's highest trait is Run Stopper, when he became an X Factor, they gave him Avalanche. So if you want like a cheesy way to get it at 85, yeah, 85 overall is when you get X Factors, but you have to be at 90 to get it, whatever. Avalanche, you know, is Run Stopper, this, that, and the third. You unlock all the tier 1 abilities at 80 overall, you know, as simple as that. But now for the tier 2 abilities, let's see, he's a 90 overall Run Stopper. Yeah, there we go. So you get all these abilities as a 90 overall Run Stopper, Stonewall, Closer, Outmatch is a 90. Okay. Short Route KO, Run Stopper, Reach Elite, Inside Stuff, Lumberjack, and then you have to be pass coverage to get Lurker and Mid Route KO. And actually you have to be 85 overall, not 90. Let's jump right into the game. Let's see if I can give me some highlights, which is gonna be hard. Whatever. Give me that! Woo! I'm gonna be out of here in a jiffy! Give me that. That's a TFL. Also, yeah, that's literally all the highlights we got in the first half. But you see, it's enough to show you that these abilities work, and they do what they do. But yeah, with that being said, that's it in this video. Like, subscribe, helping it grow, and